Bonjour mes amis, c'est moi, Stephanie Jolivet, and I am your host here at Sayezz with Stephanie, where movement and intuition collide to create a deeper understanding of and trust in all of our bodies. Today we are going to wrap ourselves in breath. Breath. Sometimes the practice is called breath work, but the more we think of breath as work, the less benefits I believe that we get out of it. Breath is something, of course, that is automatic, of course, that we can practice and deepen, but it's something that we can allow in rather than work at. Practice, yes. Work, not so much. So today we're going to practice breath, and I'm going to give us 3 different rhythms to practice, and then several movements and a little bit of improv, because balanced movement isn't always where we exist in our daily life. Yeah, sometimes, you know, we might be asymmetrical, we might slump, we might be at the computer. So my intention is to give us some really strong breath rhythms to practice in stable positions, and then play a little bit and see how we can move deeper into that practice of breath in asymmetrical and maybe more tricky positions. So today I have brought my growing belly for us to, as a visual representation of the expansion and contraction, and which is very helpful now that I am growing. Finding breath, especially into my back body, is very important. And to help us find that 3-dimensional wrapping breath, that expansion and contraction there, let's find a really long strap, because we are going to wrap ourselves up in the strap as well as the breath. And let's begin there. So just find the buckle and let's place it around, and just place that buckle basically at your waist, your solar plexus there, right under the breast. And then we have this long tail behind us. So I'm gonna turn around to show you. Let's go ahead and cross, and then we have these 2 loops. Put a backpack on, and then just flatten the cross as much as you can. It might be a little bit twisty under the armpits, and that's okay, but find that flatness, because we will lay on our back. And then tighten the band a lot. Not so much that you talk like this, yes, but that when you inhale, you feel the band give you a hug. And then when you exhale, the strap might loosen around you. So take a moment to situate yourself there. Make sure that's, yes, flat at the back. Feel free, mine is quite long, so I'm just gonna hook this around. And then I'm going to grab my trusty tuffet here, and you might want to grab a pillow as well, or something comfy to sit on. And then go ahead and find yourself in a comfortably seated position. Just take a moment to wiggle into the pelvis there, maybe move the flesh of the bum away, and just settle in to the seated position, and really just connecting into where the band is hugging you. If it is comfortable, go ahead and close those eyes. And no need to force a breath or change what's happening. We're gonna take a few moments to listen to the breath. Maybe it actually makes a sound, but also feel the breath in the body. Let your arms be easy, your jaw easy, the space between the brow easy, meaning with ease. notice where the weight is in your pelvis. I tend to be quite forward, so I'm going to allow myself to settle into my back body a little bit. Remembering that breath is three-dimensional. And another breath or two there, just connecting into your body, but also connecting into this new partner, this strap, giving us a nice big old hug. Excellent. Go ahead and take your hands nice and low on your pelvis or low on your belly. And we're going to begin with a kind of ocean breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth, almost like we're fogging a mirror, and allowing our belly, our ribs, our armpits, our upper back, our middle back, all to expand. So let that inhale in through your nose. All the way, fill it up. And then exhale, almost like you're sighing. Feel your bones, your flesh gently pull away from your hands, your clothing, the strap. Again, inhale. And then exhale. Continue to exhale, almost squeezing out the last moment of breath. Let the inhale come in and expand and tighten the strap around you. Soft jaw. And then exhale. Empty. I really love that sensation of feeling the band loosen, and then let that inhale come in and meet the band with your clothing, with your tissue, with your skin. With the back ribs there, the armpits, even the traps all the way up here. Soft jaw, sigh it out. Let's do two more here of this expansive belly ocean breath. Inhaling and really just letting it come in, letting the breath fill you up. And then emptying. Squeezing out that last molecule of air. One more time. Let that inhale come in. And release. And then once again, the more that we can really squeeze that exhale out, the more the inhale just happens. So it's almost like we're creating a vacuum. And it's a really, I think, a very satisfying, beautiful sensation. So I hope you're feeling that as well. So let's, again, we can take your hands, they can stay around your belly, they can come up a little bit higher. And we are going to take a pumping breath. So it's still an inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. It's still a full deep breath. We just get there a little bit sooner. So take your inhale, exhale, pump it out. Inhale, feel everything fill up, and then exhale. Feel everything shrink and melt away. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale. A little bit faster. Two more there. Inhale. One more for good measure and rhythm's sake. And let that inhale come in. So again, we're still creating that forceful exhale, creating that vacuum to allow the inhale to come in and feel the expansion really all around our body. And the last breath we'll practice today, and then we'll move in, take them all into some movements, is a bit of a sniffing breath. So now we keep our mouth closed and we sniff. We pull it in, pull it out. As we sniff in and out through the nose, let's emphasize the out, the exhale out of the nose. Pause there for a moment, and I love how this breath reverbs through the body. It's almost like a little jumping bean in our belly or in our diaphragm that really creates this bounce and this effortless effort in the body. So just continue to feel that. You might need to take a mouth breath at some point, but we're gonna start again with that a little bit slower pace, and then we're gonna pick it up and up and up until we are really focusing on the exhale, that sniff out. This jolt of energy, jolt of breath. A little faster. Even faster till the inhale almost disappears. Pull a big inhale in. And then exhale once again back to that ocean sighing breath out of the mouth. Let all that heat exit. And you might notice, especially after, maybe not especially, but I tend to after that sniffing breath, that it's like, oh, abdominals are active, back is active, our core is connected. That is because breath equals core connection. Let me say that again, breath equals core connection. So yes, we can do abdominals, and we're gonna practice some planking today, and we're gonna practice some bridging, and then different shifts of weight. But as long as we are able to consciously fully inhale and exhale, and find that edge, that squeeze, our core, our pelvic diaphragm, our abdominals, our back, our diaphragm, our upper ribs, even all the way up to our armpits and middle back, that core is connected. So it's this really beautiful trust that we're also building by practicing breathing. Okay, welcome. So let's go ahead and come out of that. Let's set your pillow aside or whatever you were using, and then let's lay down on our backs. And we're gonna keep wrapped up for a moment. So again, make sure your strap is flat against your back. Take a moment just to be here in this new relationship to gravity. I always like to wiggle my pelvis a little bit, to wiggle my toes and fingers and just set myself up, connecting through my mat to the ground. And then feel your feet. Feel your arms, however they are aligned with the floor. Feel the back of your head, your shoulders, your pelvis. And then from here, let's just begin to press our spine into the ground and then unroll up to the sky. We're at the top of our bridge here. Let's take a large, expansive inhale at the top, filling up the strap as best we're able. And then exhale, empty, and wave and undulate that spine down. Inhale. And exhale. Rolling through your spine. Inhaling to expand, meeting the strap as best we are able, expanding the belly. Full ocean breath. And exhale, release down. And let's do 2 more with that large, expansive belly breathing, ocean sounding breath. Exhale. Inhale and expand the belly, the ribs, the back, the armpits. Exhale, narrow, empty, and release. Easy jaw, easy neck. Once more there. Exhale. Inhale, settling in at the top here. Maybe take a moment to wiggle onto your shoulders a little bit. Feel those feet nice and comfortably grounded. And let's take a few of those pumping breaths. So if it feels okay, take your hands to your belly or take your hands to your middle ribs there, or just leave them grounded. I think I'm gonna take mine to feel the breath through my hands. Let's take that inhale through the nose. Exhale, squeeze it out. Feels a little bit different now that our muscles are a bit differently engaged. Potentially. Place the arms down if they were somewhere supporting your body. Again, just take a moment to feel the energy through the entire body. And then let's take that sniffing breath. We'll start slow and we'll pick up the pace. Inhale and exhale out of the nose, emphasizing that exhale. Little faster. Even faster still, so the inhale is barely present. Squeeze it out. Big inhale in. Finish with that ocean breath. And then exhale, release it down. Excellent. Take a moment there just to settle down. That always seems to warm up my face. So notice if there's newly warm spots or tingly spots. And excellent. Roll yourself up. And let's come on up to kneeling. Because breath is 3-dimensional, right? sort of woke up our back body. Now we're gonna do side, and then we're gonna finish with our front. So we're gonna find a bit of a side plank here. I'm gonna scooch this way a little bit. We're gonna keep, again, the connection of the strap. And then lean pretty far away from yourself. Pick up your body. So we are in a side plank. Side plank, bent knees, reaching out. I always like to put my wrist a little farther away from my shoulder so that I can really connect into the armpit there. We're gonna begin with a little bit of movement, again, with that ocean breath. So let's draw the hips down, slide the top hand along the thigh. Exhale. Inhale. A little bit of a side bend in the opposite way. Exhale. Inhale, noticing how the different breaths create a different rhythm in our movements. Giving that thigh a little bit of a massage. And once more here. Ooh, and finding that side plank, plugging down into the armpit. Let's take those pumping breaths here. Noticing, continue. I can't quite breathe and talk at the same time, but noticing that parts of the band or the strap might be slightly tauter and slightly looser. Yes. Sniffing breath, a little bit slow to begin. A little faster. Faster still. Inhale, expand. And then exhale, just relax down. Switch sides. Shifting over to the knees. Shifting down, reaching relatively far away. And again, I like to keep my wrist a little bit farther away so that I have somewhere to pull into. Hand on the thigh there. Go ahead and exhale. Let's see what this side has to offer, or what we have to offer this side. Inhale. A little bit of a side curve down as the hip reaches. And then inhale up. And exhale, paint that thigh. And up, allow this bottom shoulder to shrug. And again, feel how the strap changes with this new relationship. Once more here. Pausing at your top, maybe connecting to your belly, connecting down into that armpit, reaching up through the hips. And let's take those squeezing, pumping breaths. Aiming still to fill up the strap, but noticing it might feel different here. Sniffing breath. Faster. Staying present in your body, feeling the feels even faster. squeeze it out, pull it in. Finish with that luscious ocean breath as we settle down. Excellent. Turn on over to your hands and knees. Maybe shake out the wrists there. Taking a moment here to find a bit more balance through the front body. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Like a cat pawing, take a little bit of a shift forward and back, waking up the wrists, or continuing to open them up. And then again, feel how the band feels. Perhaps it's a bit more evenly snug around you. And let's flex the feet and just aim for a table in the spine. Maybe take a little cat-cow to find the end points, and then just soften into that table spine. From here, take a big breath. We're gonna start with that ocean as we exhale. We float the knees, hovering maybe 2 inches off the mat. And release down. And exhale. And inhale. Feeling the expansion, the connection. 2 more here. And this time we maintain the float. Settling in, pump our breath. Fill up the belly. Meet the band. Breathe through it. Sniffing breath. Faster. Faster still. Inhale it in. Exhale it out. Take a moment before we settle back into child's pose. Nice little sprint there. Also, you might notice that yes, the breath gives us rhythm. It also gives us focus. So even though me personally, I was feeling a little bit of burn in my quads, I was feeling a tension at my hands, the breath helped guide me through it. So let's undo our handy dandy strap. Thank you very much, strap, for that support. And then let's take a moment to feel the freedom that connection can afford. And then let's go ahead and settle back into a child's pose, shell stretch, however you think of this. Again, listening to your breath, feeling your breath, feeling also and listening to that rhythmic beating of your heart. And just in the next moment, find your way up. And now that we maybe feel the band or the hint of the band around us, like I said at the beginning, everyday life doesn't generally have us in a very balanced, supported position. We might be reaching for the dishes or reaching for the floor. So in order to keep us present in our breath and moving in our body, let's let's do a little bit of an asymmetrical shape. Now, your shape does not have to look like my shape. Whatever feels sort of off balance and asymmetrical to you, this is where I want to be for some reason right now at this moment. So feel free to close your eyes. Find a shape that's twisty, that's off center, that's low, and that is asymmetrical. And then from here, we're gonna practice, well, it feels nice to be free actually. We're gonna practice those 3 breaths, just a few times each. Starting with that deep belly ocean breath. Imagining we still have the strap hugging us. Once more there. Feeling the space and air around you as you expand and contract. Pumping breath. Let that belly expand and contract. Sniffing breath. Let's go as fast as we can. Inhale it in, and then exhale. One more change to perhaps a slightly higher shape. Oh, I just got a pop in my hip. Again, maybe it's twisty, maybe it's something that you don't normally do during the day, but it's practice for finding new space for the breath to flow into. So find and feel free to balance. Do you want to stay on one leg? Whatever feels good, but a little bit higher. Find a shape that's, you know, somewhat difficult. Difficult, twisty, funky to maintain. Okay, I'm gonna be here, I think. And again, one last time, we're gonna practice those 3 breaths. Feel free to pull in that ocean breath now with me. Take your inhale. This is different, exhale. Inhale. Let the inhale in, squeeze it out. Pumping breaths. Sniffing nice and quick directly. Squeeze it out, that's all I got. Inhale it in. And then exhale. Melt out of that position. Find your way back down to a comfortable seat. It felt so nice to feel the balanced breath in the balanced positions. And then for me, it was definitely difficult in a very positive way to be in that twisty off-center position. And again, it's a great practice to feel the balance, to feel that focus, but then to play a little and see how the breath can support us with its rhythm, with its focus, and just with the expansion into our body, into the expansion of our structure, but also into the connection of space in general, yeah? So let's finish with a big yawn. Oh, one of the best types of breath. Interlace those fingers, reach up. Feel free to shrug up. Maybe an actual yawn comes in, but just imagine your body, the entire front body is yawning through the back body. And then just sigh it out. Maybe the arms circle gently behind you. Recentering, relaxing. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me, for playing with me today. I look forward to seeing you next time.